Shout out to all my brothers out there that got the beard. They like to take care of it. They like to keep it groomed. Look, we got a Black Friday sale going on right now. $5 off our essential beard growth oil and another $3 off the balm. Right now, I'm telling you, it's going to have your beard soft and glistening with a brilliant shine all day. The link is at the top line of the description, and the best part is the shipping is free for a limited time only. See you soon. But 50 Cent, he was talking with Gillian Wallow, and he talked about, because remember at one point when the allegations came out about Jay Z, people were talking about possibly the NFL severing ties. The NFL, Roger Goodell stood up and said they're sticking beside Jay Z. Well, 50 Cent has a theory on why. I'm going to play and get your thoughts.
Right, Super Bowl, the curate show.
If I'm in charge of
They just made the Super Bowl for Christmas. You seen the Christmas show on Netflix?
yeah,
You know how much money they got for that?
they supposed to do that though.
Bro, but it never happened before. So this is why
Netflix.
No, you gotta go back now and say why was the NFL continuing to support with all the confusion going on in the media? And maybe it's all of that found money right there from Netflix, because this is Beyonce. That Super Bowl money, that's real money, yo. You're making the kind of money that you.
Yeah, that's serious, man.
I'm a support too. I'm make that much money for us. I'm like, hey, this is made man. Sit down with us. Yes.
That's Beyonce before the Beyonce Bowl, nigga. Word, name some whole new.
Yeah, that was deep too. How many subscribers they got? New subscribers just to watch that.
Right.
I'm always worried about subscriptions. When I look at he know, I just be like, you always worry about dumb shit. No, I'm not. How many subscriptions do they get from this? If they got this for this, here are the different plans. You know how many people watched it just for this? Subscribe, and they're not going to turn it. They're not going to have rocket money and cut it off or whatever. It's going to keep hitting every month.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's wrong.
Yeah.
God, we missing it. I said we missing something here.
But it's consistency. Because when they consistently find something decent.
All right, so what do you think about that, man? That's I agree to a certain extent as far as the subscriptions and everything and all that. I think Wallow hit that on the head
For sure.
What do you think about 50 saying like the only reason that the NFL actually stayed, with Jay Z is because of the money that Beyonce generated.
All right. So first off, as far as even Wallow said something that was smart, right? They got subscribers from that. But let's make no mistake. Whether it was Beyonce, Bruno Mars, the biggest top artists in the world, the NFL sold those tickets. Those games, people fiend for football. Period. Now they put a one of the greatest artists of all time on a halftime show, and it did some great numbers. But I think they could have put a lot of people in that halftime spot, and people would have still subscribed to Netflix if they didn't have it to watch football. And it was some good games to watch on Christmas. Now, when you talk about the halftime show, bro, you're talking about one of the most powerful entities in the world in the NFL.
That's a fact.
Do they really need Jay-Z and his money
Right, yeah.
to continue to flourish and flock and become the icon that it is? I doubt it. Not even Jay-Z is important enough for past allegations if it got strong enough and past them cutting his ass off if it's going to cost him any amount of money. And I think if these allegations had any type of validity to them, if there was more smoke to this fire, if we seen this go further and further and further, then yeah, I think that there would be a legit chance Jay-Z did get cut from the NFL because they don't want to type that type of shit on their brand. But don't tell me because Beyonce did the halftime show that they all of a sudden have all this power to cut that shit out. And I am nowhere near the businessman 50 Cent is, but cut that out. That sounds like some hate and shit to me. The NFL don't need Jay-Z. The NFL don't need Beyonce. They are the NFL. So I just miss me with that in my opinion.
I mean, I think you hit the nail on the head. Like you said, man, a multi-billion-dollar industry that controls a lot. Like every year, the NFL they're moving to Amazon. Now they go to Netflix. Like what's next? Prime.
All over the world. They doing games all over the world.
Right. Like they're trying to rival soccer right now. Like this company, they in the beds with sports betting, which is a controversial thing.
Yeah.
But that's another topic for another day. Like you said, they don't need no hold, bro. They can remove Hov, put somebody else in there, and they can continue on. I mean, think about it. All the years without Hov, they was doing just fine.
Mm-hmm.
They was doing their thing. They was making, still making their millions. And again, the players, the product is what sells it, not no damn rapper. That's just a cherry on top.
Yep.
And they can still get Kendrick. They can still get all these people without Jay-Z being there.
Yep.
Like Jay-Z is merely, I don't want to diminish his role, but he is a speck when it comes to the wealth and the power of what the NFL has. So I mean I don't see that, man. Like, it's Beyonce. I mean, yeah, she's a big artist. She commands a lot of attention, but so does Taylor Swift.
Yep.
So does who? Bad Bunny.
Yep.
Like we can go all down the list of people. You know what I mean? That can bring in crowds bigger, or the same as a Beyonce. So let's stop that bullshit, man. I get it. You and Jay-Z's going back and forth on y'all little thing, and y'all having a demeasuring contest, and maybe Jay-Z tried to block this and block that. Okay, I get it. But let's not say that. Like, come on, man. That's wild shit, bro.
You just like, okay, Jay-Z got enough power to shut down the league. Come on, really? Man, look, if Jay-Z was taken off, even if they did it in controversial fashion, they had no reason. That ain't gonna stop me from watching fucking football. Not a game. I might be upset on NFL fucked up for this, but guess who will be watching every Sunday from September to January? February. Me.
And it's no bigger. Sorry to cut you off.
You good, bro.
And like you said, the NFL does not want to be associated with nothing, and they do their own independent investigation. When shit happened with Deshaun Watson, they did their own independent investigation. Anytime something happens with somebody that could be an image destroyer for the NFL, they have their own lawyers, their own investigators, their own FBI that go in and get information to see if there's some validity to it. I'm sure they did the same thing with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Like, you mean to tell me you ain't Jay-Z and Beyonce could never bring in enough money where they would slide something like that under the rug, bro? Because they will lose so much in the future.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Nah, so it just don't make no sense, bro. They just busted it up talking like behind the scenes of a show, probably drunk as shit, busting it up and just running his mouth, 50 Cent at the end of the day.
Real quick, what do you think about and we got a couple of days before the game, but Kendrick Super Bowl, right. Halftime show. I really don't watch halftime shows.
Me neither.
I might watch this one. But what's your thoughts on it? Oh, I might watch it on fucking YouTube. I don't know.
What's
your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be great. And a lot of people watch for the halftime show.
It's crazy.
Especially like the women. They ain't really watching the game.
Right.
They want to see the halftime show and who's going to be performing and all of that. But I think it's great. I think it's great for the culture. I think it's great for the NFL. And I've never really been the biggest Kendrick fan.
Right.
But I'm definitely going to, watch it because of the added, flavor of the Drake beef. You know what I mean? We want to see what he's going to say, what he's going to do, who he's going to bring out. That's another thing. Is Weezy going to come out? This person going to come out? Is him and Drake going to make up? Like, shit like that people are looking to see. So, yeah, I'll be watching it, man. And I think it's great. And shout out to Kendrick for continuing to raise the bar in hip-hop because it's needed.
One thing I'm excited about is, because I've seen Kendrick, and I haven't physically seen him live. I've watched videos of his live shows. Like,
okay,
that motherfucker can put on a fucking show.
Oh, wow, okay.
He's a showman, and you don't see that too much in hip hop. You see 80, 90 motherfuckers on stage, dudes singing over their raps. There ain't no real show going on. It's just a bunch of chaos.
Right.
That brother put on the show.
That's what's
so
up.
I'm glad people are going to be able to see the show that he can put on too, man. His name is going to be on a different level after this performance, because people that don't know him and haven't heard his songs are going to be curious and dap into that, and then they're going to see him perform. Good for him, man. Between him and Wayne, it's not even a conversation, dog. In 2025, it's not a conversation.
He blow Wayne out of the
It's not a conversation.
And I love Wayne, but even with I just think that, like you said, 2025.
Exactly.
It's just different.
It's not the same.
Maybe 7-8 years ago, Wayne would have been a better choice. 10 years ago, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's just like, people showing old performances, Lil Wayne wilding out on stage, crashing out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mumbling, bumbling, not forgetting his words and shit.
Yeah.
It's ugly. What do you think about people saying that Drake turned down the Super Bowl?
Why would you do that?
Yeah, why would you do that, you big dummy?
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, I don't believe that either, man.
I don't even know if I believe that. If he thought that he was that big that he could turn down the Super Bowl, yesterday should have gave him a nice harsh dose reality. You're not that important.
Fact.
You're not, and I hope it's not true, because that'd be dumb.
Right.
I don't see him doing it, but if he did, shame on him.